Welcome back, everyone, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and because it's Fright Facts week, I was just wondering, do you know that this corpse flower smells like death and has a hilarious scientific name? Give me 5 minutes, I bet you can work this into a conversation today. Also, like and subscribe so you can keep up. I do this every single day. If you've ever seen a crowd lined up at a botanical garden just to smell something that makes people gag, you've probably met Amorphophallus titanum, better known as the corpse flower. The name Amorphophallus titanum literally means giant misshapen phallus. A name coined by Italian botanist Odoardo Beccari in 1878. Gotta give it to him. Botanists are descriptive, right? It's native to the rainforests of Sumatra, Indonesia, and when it blooms, it releases one of the most powerful odors in the plant kingdom, a stench compared to rotting meat, garbage, or even dead animals left in the sun. And that's exactly the point. The corpse flower doesn't smell bad by accident. It's a master of chemical mimicry, evolving to smell like decomposition to attract its pollinators. Carrion beetles, flesh flies, these are insects that normally feed and lay eggs on dead animals. When they catch a whiff of what they think is a fresh corpse, they fly straight in. They're like, oh yeah, gonna go lay some eggs on a fresh corpse. Come on, looking forward to this. Oh, what the heck, man? This is just a plant. I guess I gotta pollinate a plant instead. I'm already here. And the chemistry behind it is impressively gruesome. The bloom emits a cocktail of volatile sulfur compounds, including dimethyl trisulfide, which also wafts from decomposing meat, putrescine and cadaverine, which sound awful and come from decaying flesh, isovaleric acid, which is the smell of like sweaty socks, and trimethylamine, which is found in rotting fish. What a dream team of chemical smells. The flower's central column, called the spadix, actually heats up, sometimes to human body temperature, which helps volatilize those chemicals and make the smell travel further, luring in more unsuspecting bugs. That really is a weird phallus, huh? That is weird. But yeah, the corpse flower is essentially performing olfactory theater. Heat, gas, and decay, and it only does this once every 7 to 10 years. And that's because it's not technically a single flower, it's an inflorescence, a collection of hundreds of tiny male and female flowers hidden inside a massive sheath called the spathe. And the bloom lasts only 24 to 36 hours before collapsing, after which it won't flower again for nearly a decade. When it finally does, though, it draws crowds like a celebrity. The first corpse flower to bloom outside Indonesia did so at the Kew Gardens in 1889, attracting thousands of visitors. And since then, every time one blooms, whether in Chicago, DC, New York, people line up for hours just to see and smell it. I want to smell that corpse. Corpse-ish. And while it's famous for being disgusting, it's related to a much tamer cousin, Amorphophallus konjac, and that's a plant that's used to make konnyaku noodles and konjac jelly in Japan, but it still has that misshapen phallus name, though. You can't sneak that one by me. And from a survival standpoint, the corpse flower's strategy makes sense, In the dark understory of Sumatra's rainforest, bright petals wouldn't really stand out, but a smell of death cuts through everything. Evolution figured out that decay gets noticed faster than beauty. So there you have it. The corpse flower, the world's largest, smelliest trickster. Proof that in nature, even death can bloom. That was Fright Facts week, everyone. I am excited to get this makeup off me. My skin's gonna be a nightmare next week, a real nightmare. The real nightmare is my skin next week. Go check out my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Leave me a comment, rate, like, subscribe, share this with someone. Let me know if you've ever smelled this flower or seen this flower in person. I think that'd be super interesting. It's crazy that it's like only blooms for such a short amount of time after so many years of waiting. So let me know if you ever smelled this. If so, please describe it in detail. Would appreciate that very much. Go check out the short version I do of all of these. That 45-second version I do. The condensed version you can find at Smartest Year Ever across social media. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. This was Fright Facts Week. Regular November coming tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.